Well, from Mayfield to Fern Creek, Kentucky has been hard hit by tornadoes in the last year.
And if it seems like it's getting worse, you're right. And a recent study shows tornado activity has actually been increasing in our area for the past several decades. Meteorologist Daniel Johnson takes a look at the science behind this disturbing trend in forecasting our future.
Tornadoes leveled entire communities in western Kentucky in December and tore the roof off of a house in Fern Creek in April. May and June are considered the most active months when it comes to tornadoes in the United States. But this year, dozens of families across Kentucky learned tornadoes can strike anywhere and in any season. And there's strong evidence suggesting tornadoes are occurring more frequently and in certain specific areas.
Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois, really that kind of core area of the southern part of the Midwest and then the Mid-South. That's where the core of the increase has really been.
A 2018 study led by NIU meteorology professor Victor Gensini shows there's been an eastward trend in tornado frequency over the last several decades, meaning tornadoes are increasing in the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Southeast. And tornadoes are actually decreasing in the region traditionally known as Tornado Alley.
Over the last 40 years, places like Oklahoma City and Dallas, Texas have gone down in the number of counts that they see every year in tornadoes, and they've been up in places like Louisville or Mayfield, Kentucky.
The study looked at tornado reports from 1979 to 2017, along with environmental conditions during those years. Researchers found both an increase in tornado reports and favorable environmental conditions, specifically in areas east of Tornado Alley.
It's not that, Oklahoma doesn't get any tornadoes or Texas doesn't get any tornadoes. Certainly they do, and they get them with high frequency, just not as high a frequency as perhaps they did in the 1980s or 1970s.
Chief meteorologist Damon Lane at our sister station, KOCO in Oklahoma City, says he has noticed the change.
Certainly, you can see a bit of that decrease in conditions favorable for tornadoes out in western Oklahoma, but really the decrease that I think we're seeing out in western Oklahoma and even here in central Oklahoma as well is one that a statistician can be able to pick out because it's such a small number.
So is Tornado Alley shifting?
I more so look at it, and what I have observed out here in Oklahoma is more of an expansion of Tornado Alley, not so much a shift. The term Tornado Alley, I think, is expanding farther to the east, but it's definitely not shifting because we're still seeing them quite a bit here.
So what's causing this change in tornado activity, and is this the new normal? Dr. Gensini says he's noticed the change in Oklahoma's climate specifically, which is likely one reason for the slight decrease in tornado frequency there.
If you look at the sort of what we expect in the future to happen with our global climate models and our model simulations, it certainly says places like Texas and Oklahoma will continue their drying and warming trend, almost moving towards a more arid and desert-like climate.
So as the pattern dries out across portions of Tornado Alley, the more favorable environmental conditions will only shift to the east. And the already unstable, humid, and warm air across the Gulf of Mexico will only help increase the chances of severe weather, including potential tornadoes here in Kentucky and Indiana. As the climate continues to shift across the country, it's important to stay weather aware.
Make sure you have a tornado action plan. Make sure you know what to do during a tornado watch to get yourself prepared.
An action plan a Fern Creek family credits with saving their lives. Daniel Johnson, WLKY News.
Thank you, Daniel. And Dr. Gensini says he's continued to monitor tornado reports and environmental conditions across the country since his study was released in 2018. The data since then has only strengthened the conclusion that tornado activity is increasing across the Ohio Valley.